Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and iOS 18.5 has been out for well over a month at this point. It's been quite strange how there literally has been no update, no 18.5.1 update to address whatever bugs might be in iOS 18.5. But in this video, I'm going to give you my overall experience running iOS 18.5 for well over a month, talk about my battery life, battery health, and performance, as well as share a Geekbench score during the video as well. Now, as far as my performance on iOS 18.5, we go into podcasts, wait for it to load. Everything loads up as it should. If we go into this page, wait for it to load. Everything works like it should. Let's do some scrolling in the app library. Everything works as it should. Now, if I go into my battery health dropped yet again. I believe in last week's follow-up video, it was at 82%. Now my battery health is at 81% on the iPhone 12. It's getting close to the time where it needs to be replaced, but to be fair with you, I don't know if I will do that. I'm planning on getting a new phone as it is, the iPhone 14. And I don't really get an all-day battery life out of this phone, and I don't expect to, as I've had this iPhone 12 for about 3 years. But with my battery health, sometimes, although it calculates this incorrect, I would say I've been using this device for under an hour. It's saying here I've used it for 1 hour, 12 minutes, screen on time, 6 minutes, screen off time. I think that's a little bit incorrect, as it sometimes calculates that incorrect. Let's take a look at yesterday. All day of use, 8 hours, 55 minutes, screen on time, and 8 minutes of screen off time. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at my battery health on the iPad. Here is my battery health on the iPad. I think the iPad might calculate it a little bit more better. Still not as great, but it's saying I've been using it 1 hour, 17 minutes, screen on time, 1 minute of screen off time. I believe I got up at 7:17 a.m. and then started making this video, and that wasn't exactly an hour ago, not quite. So it's calculating this a little bit incorrectly. But yesterday I had 7 hours screen on time, 8 minutes of screen off time. Now I'm going to go ahead and run Geekbench completed, and on iOS 18.5, we scored 2071 for single core, 4653 for multi-core. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at when I ran it last week, I scored 2079 for single core, 4743 for multi-core. Taking a look at it on the iPad, we scored 2091 for single core, 5043 for multi-core. If I go back and take a look at the score I ran previously, scored 2098 for single core, 5052. As far as what to expect next from Apple, well, I wouldn't expect iOS 18 or iOS 26 beta 3 yet. However, I would expect iOS 18.6 Beta 2. Now, I did hear it could have some big features in it. Will I be installing that beta? I don't have another device to put it on or another device to run stably, so probably not. And one thing I will make clear is I'm planning on upgrading this iPhone 12. However, I must say, if that doesn't happen before September, iOS 26 releases, then unfortunately I won't be able to install the beta and show it to you guys, but you will still get a video where I show off different pictures of the software, but just not running the beta on my main device, as I would need a device to run stable on iOS 18, as iOS 26 is in its beta phase, and it's lots of bugs that I'm not willing to put on my iPhone 12 without another device to run stable on iOS 18 that I can use as my main device, perhaps like an iPhone 14. So we could see iOS 18.6 on Monday, June 30th, or Tuesday, July 1st. Then on July 7th, I would expect iOS 26 Beta 3. I don't know what new features we're going to see in 18 or 26 Beta 3. 18.6 Beta 2 might have some significant smaller features. The public beta I would not expect till July 14th. I will make a video showing you how to update to the public beta. Also, we can see a Beta 3 re-release in iOS 26. If Apple releases the public beta on July 14th or July 15th, whenever they do it, if they release the public beta the next day, either way, that week, we are going to get an iOS 26 Beta 3 re-release. Apple does this every year where they re-release the prior beta, which came before the public beta. That started with iOS 15 with Beta 2, carried over with iOS 16 Beta 3 re-release, all the way up to now iOS 26 Beta 3 re-release. So I would expect iOS 26 Beta 3 re-release, then the public beta, typically to match the build numbers of both the public beta and developer beta 3 revision or re-release. Then we can see public betas and developer betas all throughout late July and August, with a final release sometime I would expect it around the week of September 14th. At the end of that week, I would expect the launch of the iPhone 17s. Now, my What's New video for iOS 26 may be 20 to 30 minutes long, then have a live stream later that night where I go over all of the features and changes that I missed in the What's New video, as I'm not even going to try to screen record a 1 hour long video for storage reasons. It would be nice if I had a device or a camera to use so that I can get 1 hour worth of video footage covering this update, but I just don't have that, so I'm going to screen record it, probably a 20 to 30 minute video, then do a live stream on my iPad talking about all of the changes that are in iOS 26. So either way, you guys will get a video. So that's it for iOS 18.5. We really need iOS 18.5.1. as it's been well over a month now, and this update, it might have some bugs for some people. I haven't faced any bugs, but it's time for a new update. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.